These 4 sutras are beautiful. They can explain. So I go to the 5th sutra. The modification of mind are 5-fold and are painful, klishta, and not painful, aklishta. But Patanjali made it a compact sutra. Klishta, aklishta, which are painful and which are not. You see. But there are something neither they are painful nor pleasurable. I see something, neither it gives me pleasure nor it gives me pain. Yet I see. But mostly, something that we see that comes in touch either gives us pain or pleasure. How? How does it happen? What is the science behind it? Gita explains it. Matra sparsastu kaunte shitoshna sukha dukkhada. When these senses contact the matter, from therein comes, you see, stimulation, sensation, which is called pleasure or pain. If you can withdraw yourself, which I will explain in my next lecture when I will explain to you 8 rungs of yoga, 8 rungs of yoga ladder, then you will understand. What do you mean by withdrawal of the senses? I have decided that my senses will not be distracted when I will see something. This is my decision. With this decision, I came to this room to lecture. Now, suppose my decision is weak, my decisive faculty is weak, then that is a sort of death for me. It happened to me. One day what happened, I was sick of all these swamis around me, people around me, bringing fruits and food and these things, and I was not satisfied within. I thought I have spoiled my life. In young age, after having good education, going to Oxford, having the best suits I used to wear, and I was not in peace. So I said, I have to take drastic step. So I did like this. I said, here will grow, nail will grow, I will not eat. I'll go like this to the mountain. My aim was to go to Kedarnath. And by that time, somewhere my body will be dropped. No use, no fun living. So I made a rule for myself, I will not look back when I walk. I will not talk to anybody because I was in silence. I used to eat grass. So my body became so thin. You could easily see my bones. So I was going through a small, narrow bridge on the Ganges. It was nearly dusk time. So I was doing my japa inside. So I was walking, and when you do japa, the greatest intoxication is japa intoxication. If you go and remember in japa your mantra, it gives you intoxication, but that is a delightful intoxication. That is not a ruthless intoxication like intoxication given by drug or drinks. So I was in my own, there I found suddenly someone in front of me having big mustaches. So I stood just 5 feet away, not more than that. I was nude because that was my vow. So I used to walk morning and evening and just stay somewhere on the banks of the Ganges. And I used to finish my ablutions in the Ganges, drink water and eat something and go. Somebody pushed food in my mouth that was different, but I would never care for that, and I'd walk. And I said, this is the final journey. I want to attain or then perish. This is called unmada actually. You know, that is not very good. But I wanted to do it, complete the task of 5 years in 1 day's time, in patience. So that led me to do that. So I was doing my nail grew, my hair grew, you see. My eyes, I could not see properly without food, without nutrition. I opened my eyes again, so I saw tiger standing in front of me. When I did not know that it was a tiger, there was no fear. But when I knew it was a tiger, naturally, as a human being, I knew what tiger could do. I was afraid, but suddenly I remembered, I cannot go back. If I go back, that is the death of my determination. If I jump, there is another death there. If I go forward, there is another death. I had to choose the death. Which death was better? And choice was not for many minutes, seconds. I said, what is death? Whole life I have been studying about that. Death is nothing. If I go back, I have lost the grounds. So I did like this. I was on Mona, you know. So from my inside, the sound hummed. That terrified poor tiger. He turned back and ran away. But then that gave me great willpower. I said, these animals, I did not have any, you see, thing in my mind to hurt the animal. Determination is a great power within you. Gather together all the twigs of your mind and light a fire and bathe in it. This is my advice. Leading this sort of dull life, repeating the same thing every day, aren't you fed up?